Hi there, it's Nursing Geek. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to the Eternia SMP. Which, yes, I'm sorry I have not made an episode in forever, but that's because I've got so many half-done things going on. There's the winery over there that you can't even see that is kind of half-done. There's connecting up to the road to Kjodlikes, which Lady Viv carved out this tunnel so the road can continue right up to our welcome center. But once I get out the other side, yes, you can kind of hear one of the other things that's been going on. Why? Everything in there is lit up. Oh my goodness. Clearly there's a spot somewhere that is not. And then over here, we've been working on, connecting the road up on this end. And then I was waiting on texturing the path until we hit 1.19 because I have some thoughts of things I want to do that require some 1.19 blocks, and we are now on 1.19.1 in fact. The other thing that sort of held me up, because we've been on 1.19.1 for a little while, is I'm having performance issues with 1.19.1, and I hear that they're already coming out with a 1.19.2 and that it has something to do with server connectivity for the chat function. And I wonder if that isn't affecting connectivity to just the Mojang stuff in general somehow. But this is the path that Kjodlik made, and I will pop in a card and a link to his video. And that comes out over here. And Lady Viv and I have been brainstorming about what to do over here. We have some thoughts. I initially... Oh, I don't have my wings on. Let's try that again. There we go. Was trying to make the pathway come all the way around here, and then I built it across the water, and I see that has already largely been taken down to come back out here. Honestly, that can just be a waterway. So there's that. And then the other 1.19 thing, which is, well, none of that was 1.19 things so far. The 1.19 thing I've been working on at the moment is simply building up a supply of mangrove. And I initially tried, since I'm not using this space for the nether giant fungi anymore, I tried growing it out here. As you can see, it was a hot mess. So I decided the one space that made sense to use, unless I'm going to carve out its own specific space, was if I am going to be working on mangrove, come on, to specifically work on it in here. And I put down some dirt to plant it on, and I recruited some helpers. Yes. So they're holding various things that are likely to end up all over the place when I am farming mangrove. And come on, who's cut the roots? Where are you? Now I just picked it up on my own, or maybe they did throw it to me and I just missed it. There we go. Yeah. Um, when I'm actively farming, I have a setup over here because if there's a note block going, then they will deliver items to the note block instead of player. So this is really, it's just two um, observers facing each other to keep this making noise. And when I am not farming, I turn it off. I thought I could turn off note block sounds in my preferences. If I do that, they don't hear it either. But I can turn my entire game sounds down and they still hear it. So there's that. Also, well, I'll show you what happened when I initially had this without the glass surrounding there. So yeah, lessons learned. Um, make sure the minecart can't move. The hopper minecart can't move. It has to be a hopper minecart in order to make sure it's going to suck things through the glass. I have an extra hopper over here in case they throw stuff from this side and miss. Um, and I learned that the mangrove trees are going to take out the chorus fruit trees on a regular basis, but since I like using end rods so much, I figured what the heck, I'll just incorporate farming this with farming mangrove. Uh-huh. So we have one who's tasked to pick up the chorus flowers and one who's tasked to pick up the chorus fruit. Hey, thanks for coming right at the right moment. Um, but then, yeah, we've got somebody to pick up the wood, somebody to pick up the leaves, somebody to pick up the propagules who just went that away, somebody to pick up the roots. Um, yeah, and the moss carpets. So that's a lot of allays, which we would not have this many in here if it weren't 1.19.1, because of the ability to duplicate them, which I'm not going to do at the moment because we don't need more, but I do have let me move that over when it's right in front of the door. That's silly. A jukebox here in case I do need to duplicate more, but hopefully I do not. Honestly, if I do, it's probably going to be because one of them got in the way while I was chopping things, which I try to be careful, but y'all are not very aware of the fact that I might be, swinging a deadly object around. So there's that. So if I do need to replicate more, I do have the jukebox there. Um, also, there's vines everywhere, so that's fun. Um, but we're getting a fairly good number of mangrove roots, which is going to be helpful for making muddy mangrove roots, which are really nice to incorporate in path texturing, as well as mud blocks. And then mangrove leaves, which I'm not sure what we'll end up using them for. Honestly, anything beyond that double chest is just going in the compost because actually also get rid of some of that. Oh yeah, and they come back here too. I gave up on keeping them out of here. They find a way no matter what, so I just leave the door open. They can go back and forth. Um, and they got plenty of room to fly around and giggle and I mean, they don't actually toss stuff to each other, but whatever. Whatever they get up to when I'm not here. Because the main thing is that while if they're holding an item that you gave them, they will focus on you as their player. But another player can take that item away and give them a new one, and then they focus on that player. So they're not like pets, right? They're not like pets that once they're yours, they're yours. Um, so that's nice. Um, Basically, you give them an item, you've hired them. But if you take the item away, they basically cry. Come back here. Yeah, like that. Come back here. And this is the other thing I have one of them helping me with is come back down here, please. You gonna make me go up there to get you? But yeah, they cry. They don't like to not have something to hold on to. Come down here so I can give you the scaffolding again, please. Now you're going back there. Of course you are. If I go back there, you're going to be back out here. There you are. They do like to go up high. I have compared them to puppies, but in that regard, they are also very much like cats. Here you go. Once you give them something to hold, they are much happier. Where did the other bits of scaffolding go? Okay, cool. Having this go all the way to the top means I don't have to break through mangrove when I climb up. Um, it'll just burrow around it, so that's handy. But yeah, I need to set up somewhere for mud making. And I've seen a few different designs. I used one on the greenhouse. The thing is, paper breaks most of these designs. But if I can find a way to do one of the more compact ones here, or maybe on this side and move these chests out of here, that would be ideal, I think. But that is not happening today. This is just sort of a general catch-up episode, I guess. The mangrove wood, do I have any in here? No, I think it's all up in the house. There we go. So have almost a full shulker full. I like to have a full shulker of each wood in my ender chest just for building purposes and restocking the shop. I will at some point, once I have enough of it, put up a barrel of mangrove in the wood shop. Mangrove is going to cost more than the other woods because it is a lot more work and a much bigger pain in the neck. I just haven't figured out what yet because I don't even have enough. And we need to figure out where we're going to put mangrove and related items here. I mean, our overall pattern has been like logs and then all the things made from that wood above. So I imagine it'll be like that. I just don't know where it'll go because we don't have any empty spaces. Unless we condense some of the moss stuff, maybe. I don't know. But yes, you need to hang out here because you're waiting for Lady Viv. Yep. Um, that was the original allay that I brought back from Eternal Haven because I did not go to a woodland mansion or pillager outpost or anything, although apparently we do still have another woodland mansion or two that hasn't been tackled or that got renewed with the update. But Eldwendon did, and very kindly set us up a spot here where we can play them some music, duplicate them, and bring them home. bringing them home on the through the nether is interesting. They will follow you if once you've given them something, especially if you toss it on the ground in front of you, because then they'll catch it up to toss to you because they like to play fetch. But they also get distracted and fly away very easily. They don't go far, but enough that you can worry that a ghast will get them, you know? Oh, and Eldwendon also set us up with some free tadpoles and mangrove propagules. That's how I even got the mangrove. I have not been to a mangrove swamp yet on this server. Let's just double check the shop. I think if anybody was here for anything, it would be mangrove at this point, and that's just not here yet. So what am I doing? One, either 64 iron ingots or 64 iron ingots for 1 stack or 1 diamond for 4 stacks. I think mangrove is going to be at least 2 diamonds for 2 stacks, like a diamond a stack, maybe. It's such a pain in the neck. Okay, so all the rest of this is stocked. Good. So I did also grab 2 tadpoles, and I have replaced them, which is why that's back to full again. Because of course, unlike the allays, you need 2 tadpoles to grow up into frogs to breed more frogs, and you need to go to various different biomes to get all the different frogs. So I did that. So here they are, all 3. Ochre, verdant, and well, temperate, warm, and cold climates, or cold and warm. I don't remember who's which. I just remember running around to get all 3. At the moment, they're living on the island where Fawny the Turtle built us this turtle, which Lady Viv has plans for this island to work with that. And so it was a place I thought of that made the most sense at the time. We've talked about some other ideas of where they can go. We're not going to build a frog-like farm, though, because Eldwendon already did, and there's no need to have more than one on the server. Right, guys? Right. So that's kind of been the main thing recently is, might as well just swim back. Playing around with 1.19 things, and I have a whole bunch of half-done projects I need to work on. Hopefully by next time I will have finished something so that I can show you something new and different and, done. But I figured I'd play catch up for now and just say thank you very much for watching. I appreciate that you took the time to watch the video because you could have been doing any number of other things. So thank you. Until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.